Cats are one of the most captivating animals on the planet, admired for their grace, intelligence, and enigmatic behavior. From their history as sacred creatures in ancient civilizations to their role as beloved companions in homes across the world, cats have captured human fascination for thousands of years. This comprehensive exploration will delve into the various aspects of cats, including their evolution, behavior, physical traits, cultural significance, and the deep bonds they form with humans. The ancient and mystical beginnings of the domestic cat. Cats have an ancient history intertwined with humans, dating back to the early days of civilization. The domestication of cats is believed to have started around 9,000 years ago in the Near East, particularly in regions that are now part of modern-day Turkey, Syria, and Iraq. Unlike dogs, which were domesticated for specific purposes like hunting and herding, cats likely chose to live alongside humans. The development of agriculture and the subsequent storage of grain attracted rodents, which, in turn, drew wild cats to human settlements. Over time, a mutual relationship formed, with cats helping to control the rodent population, while humans provided food and shelter in exchange. The relationship between humans and cats evolved, and by the time of the ancient Egyptians, cats were not only regarded as useful companions but also as sacred beings. Cats were associated with the goddess Bastet, a lioness deity representing home, fertility, and protection. Bastet was often depicted as a woman with the head of a cat, symbolizing both the nurturing and fierce qualities of felines. In ancient Egypt, cats were revered to the point that it was illegal to harm them. Killing a cat was considered a serious crime, punishable by death. Egyptians went so far as to mummify their cats, much like their human rulers, in order to ensure their protection in the afterlife. The evolution of cats, from wild to domestic. The domestication of cats is a fascinating process that is still the subject of research and debate among scientists. Modern house cats, Felis catus, are descendants of the African wildcat, Felis libica, a small, solitary predator that roams the deserts and grasslands of the Middle East and North Africa. These wildcats are highly territorial, often living alone or in small family groups. They are excellent hunters, preying on small mammals, birds, and insects. While wildcats lived near human settlements, they retained much of their natural behavior, including their solitary nature, territorial instincts, and independent demeanor. Unlike dogs, which rely heavily on social structure and pack behavior, cats are solitary hunters, making them naturally more independent. This independence has become one of the defining traits of domestic cats. Over time, humans and cats developed a symbiotic relationship. Humans provided food, and in return, cats helped protect food stores from rodents. Eventually, this mutual relationship deepened, and cats became integral members of human households. The process of domestication was gradual. Unlike dogs, who were bred for specific tasks over thousands of years, cats likely domesticated themselves by adapting to life in human settlements. They became increasingly tolerant of human presence, and over time, those individuals that were more comfortable living with people were more likely to survive and reproduce. This natural selection led to the development of the modern domestic cat, a creature that retains many of the wild instincts of its ancestors but has also become uniquely attuned to human companionship. Physical characteristics of cats, nature's perfect predator. Cats are built for hunting, and their bodies are finely tuned for this purpose. Their sleek, muscular frames, sharp claws, and keen senses make them exceptional predators, whether they are hunting for food in the wild or simply playing with a toy at home. Cats have earned their place as one of the most beloved, intriguing, and mysterious creatures known to humanity. Their history, behavior, physical traits, and influence on various cultures have made them subjects of fascination for centuries. Whether as independent hunters or affectionate companions, cats have carved a special niche in the hearts of humans across the world. The origins of the domestic cat. The history of domestic cats begins not with humans domesticating them, but with cats choosing to coexist with humans. Unlike dogs, who were actively domesticated by humans, cats have a unique story. The origin of the domestic cat can be traced back to approximately 9,000 years ago, in the region known as the Fertile Crescent, which includes parts of the modern-day Middle East. This period marked the rise of agriculture, which led to the accumulation of surplus food, particularly grain, stored by early farmers. The presence of stored grain attracted rodents, and as the rodents gathered around human settlements, wildcats followed them. The wildcat species that evolved into today's domestic cats is the African wildcat, Felis libica, a small, solitary hunter that thrives in both arid and semi-arid environments. Wildcats are skilled at hunting small mammals, birds, and insects, and it is believed that they found the human settlements to be an excellent source of prey. Rather than being actively domesticated by humans, cats gradually adapted to living alongside people. Over time, those wildcats that were more tolerant of human presence were more likely to survive and reproduce. These tolerant wildcats evolved into domestic cats, which still retained many of their wild instincts, including territoriality, hunting behavior, and self-sufficiency. As these cats helped control the rodent population, humans began to appreciate their usefulness and allowed them to stay around. Eventually, the relationship between cats and humans evolved into a more symbiotic one, laying the foundation for the domesticated cats we know today. The reverence for cats in ancient civilizations. Cats have played a significant role in various cultures, most notably in ancient Egypt, where they were revered and even worshipped. The Egyptians saw cats as protectors of the home, and their role as hunters made them invaluable in keeping rodents away from grain stores. Their association with fertility and protection was personified in the form of the goddess Bastet, depicted as a lioness or a woman with a cat's head. Cats were believed to embody the qualities of the goddess: grace, ferocity, and maternal care. In ancient Egypt, cats were held in such high regard that they were often mummified and buried alongside their owners. Killing a cat, even accidentally, was considered a grave offense, and those who harmed cats were often punished severely. This reverence for cats spread throughout the ancient world, influencing many other cultures. In other ancient societies, cats were not always revered, but they were often seen as mystical creatures. In Greece and Rome, for example, cats were admired for their grace and hunting ability, but their mysterious nature sometimes made people wary of them. Cat ability to see in low light conditions and their silent, stealthy movements gave them an air of mysticism. In medieval Europe, however, cats were associated with witches and superstition. They were believed to be the familiars of witches, and many cats were killed during times of witch hunts. The biology and anatomy of cats. Cats are extraordinary animals, perfectly designed for their role as hunters. Their anatomy is a masterpiece of evolution, and each physical trait serves a specific function that helps them survive and thrive in various environments. Sensory abilities.